Hey, Mainstreet Realtors, this is your CEO, John Gormley, and with me is our president, Tim Ryan.
Good to be here, folks.
And we're coming at you with the Main Street Market Minute using MLS sales statistics from MRED for the Main Street territory for December 2023. So, Tim, we're wrapping up the year today.
We are.
Yeah, and the numbers are pretty steady, but there are some bright spots in there. Let's just get into it, shall we?
There's a few.
There's a few.
There's a few.
One or two. But pretty steady in terms of sales volume down, prices up, time on market down. For the detached market, sales volume is down 13.8% December 2023 year over year compared to December 2022. Average market time down 17.3%, again for detached market, to 43 days from 52 days last December, Tim. And then finally, median sales price was up 6.8% in our detached market for Main Street territory, all the way up to $336,000, single-family detached homes.
So you did say there were some bright points, so one of those bright points is that the sales prices are up. What were the other ones?
Well, in terms of, classic supply demand, right? So
Yeah.
Sales volume down, prices up. In some large markets across the country, not quite as good as we have it here in Chicagoland, because in those markets, you're typically seeing sales volume down and prices down.
Yeah. So I think this is probably a good time to talk about like possibilities and what's to come and what we think might happen as far as as we move into the new year. And so we know that the Fed's been talking about the rate, and we're hoping that rates are going to start to be on a decline. So certainly when those rates decline, the housing market's going to heat up a little bit. And we just heard a statistic that 23% of 23% of our first-time home buyers have moved back home with their parents.
They're gearing up for that down payment.
Yeah, I think that might be the case. Maybe they're gearing up for that down payment. Maybe they've been in the market and they've missed some bids on properties, and they need to get themselves out unencumbered of a lease, so they're not stuck in this lease when their opportunity presents itself. So maybe that's why that number is a little bit higher than we've seen in the past. So that's a bright point. We got a lot of buyers sort of sitting in the wings, waiting for those tax returns, trying to save a few bucks and trying to get themselves ready for when that rate dips a little bit. And that's going to be that sweet spot that I mentioned, I think, on our last video, that that rate's going to dip down. It's going to bring those buyers to the market, hopefully bring some more sellers to the market as well to take advantage of that. So it's likely we're going to see the sales price increase more in this first probably quarter, or as the spring market starts to approach.
It may already be starting, Tim, because for the first time ever in December 2023, looking back roughly a month ago, for the first time in all of 23, homes under contract rose to almost 4%. So that's a blip on the radar, but maybe it's a positive blip.
Well, maybe it's a positive blip. And again, we still have these sellers that are really, balancing out, do I trade my 3% mortgage for a 6% mortgage or 5% mortgage, depending on where rates go this year. I do think that this is going to be a great market. It's going to be a very interesting market. It's a little bit exciting to see what's going to happen, what's going to come in 2024 here with this market, with rates, with the rates on a slide downward. I think it's going to be interesting times in 2024.
Thanks, President Tim Ryan. And, we've got a big event coming up next month, February 14th on Valentine's Day. It's the annual Main Street Economic Forecast Breakfast. Tim, you're going to be kicking off that big event sponsored by Commercial Alliance Committee, and it's going to be really insightful.
Yeah, we've got, I'm excited for this event. We usually get a really good turnout for this event, and I'm excited to kick it off. It is a large event, one of the largest events that we do here for Main Street. There's a lot of great information, a lot of great speakers, some forecasting, and just a great event to sort of prepare you for the year to come.
Yeah. We got Dr. Jessica Lautz from the National Association of Realtors research division. You might have seen her on television recently. She's making the TV talk show rounds and CNBC. But also, for the first time, we have Elliot Eisenberg, Tim, the bow tie economist, bringing a different national perspective on things.
Yeah, and so you'll get to see somebody in a bow tie. I won't be wearing a bow tie. Maybe. No.
You'll have to sign up and come February
Yeah.
14th to our economic forecast breakfast.
And you can sign up on the Main Street website.
Hey, thanks for being part of the Mainstreet Realtors family. I'm John Gormley, your CEO. Tim Ryan, your president. Look for a rock and roll kind of year in 24.
We're excited for the next year, folks.